This one looks like it can break. Oh! I think I'll have to try it.
Nope, not yet.
Hi, I'm Lish. I'm a professional chef, and this is a $108 batch of chocolate chip cookies.
Hi, I'm Beth. I'm a home cook, and these are my $14 chocolate chip cookie ingredients. Ugh.
Classic. All the right stuff.
This looks good.
So the cookies I was planning to make were dark chocolate macadamia nut brittle cookies. I had some excellent ingredients to work with. 3 types of flour, a rich French butter,
Now that's unsalted butter.
a lovely vanilla extract, and some very special dark chocolate discs called Fev.
I'm going home with this bag.
With Beth's recipe, I have stuff that you're more likely to find in your local grocery store or pantry. These ingredients might be simple, but with a little technique, we can make them even better.
And this is my chocolate chip cookie recipe. Tried and true, years and years. My family loves it.
If I had to guess, I would guess this would all cost about $13. $14. That's what I said.
So if I had to guess, I would say this is about a $75 recipe. $108? Oh, these are gonna be good. Here's Chef Lish's recipe book. As usual, only ingredients, no instructions. That's really unusual.
So what Beth has in store for her with these special cookies, they have layers of shards of chocolate from taking those discs and cutting them up. It has all this flavor that's unexpected, and of course the little flake salt on top that adds little pops of freshness and just brings everything together.
Hey Beth, how are you?
Really good now that I'm speaking to you. Dark chocolate macadamia nut brittle cookies. I have never made a brittle.
Oh, you're gonna love it. So basically, to make the brittle, you're gonna take sugar, a little bit of water, butter, and your corn syrup, a little bit of salt, and you're going to cook that in the same pot all together.
I think this will take a good 10 minutes.
You're gonna pull it off the heat, add the baking soda, and it's gonna foam up really nicely. So you're gonna wanna stir really quickly. It'll calm down a bit, and then add your roasted salted macadamia nuts. And stir again.
I understand scientifically what's happening, but it always seems like magic to me.
Pour it onto a sheet tray. It spreads really thin. Then let it rest for like 10 minutes. Pick up the whole thing, drop it, and it'll shatter.
And as usual, Rose was right.
And you'll have really delicious, delicious macadamia nut brittle.
Thank you, Rose.
I am so happy to see you. It's been too long.
Absolutely. Brittle is all done. We're off to make the cookies.
So Beth lovingly gave me some AP flour, or all-purpose flour, but we're gonna elevate it slightly and build the flavor like we have 3 flours, but we only have 1. So I'm just gonna measure out 2 cups of all-purpose flour. This is technically the way to measure flour, because otherwise if you throw your whole cup in there, you're really compacting the flour. So then it's not very accurate as to how much flour you actually have, versus this, it's nice and airy, it's very even, and we're just gonna spread it out. All that we're gonna do is put it in a preheated 350-degree oven for about 15 minutes until it smells nutty. This is a really simple thing that you can do to make your flour a little more special. So here's our toasted flour, fresh from the oven. You can see it actually has the color of the einkorn flour now.
The whole flour component of this recipe is completely different than any chocolate chip recipe I've ever seen. First of all, we're gonna use bread flour instead of all-purpose flour, rye flour, and then this ancient wheat flour. It's kind of yellowy.
The first one is bread flour. You really need that for the gluten content. The second one is einkorn flour, which is actually very low on the gluten index. Beth also has 2 leavening agents. She has baking soda and baking powder. The baking powder is kind of there for backup. The baking soda needs acid to react to, so that's where the brown sugar and chocolate comes into play.
My recipe, I only use baking soda.
Now, one thing to consider with toasted flour is you've now just removed some moisture from the flour. So we're gonna sift it into a bowl just to make sure that we don't have any clumps. Using a whisk is another great way of breaking up clumps. A half a teaspoon of baking soda. All right, we are ready to go.
Expensive dark chocolate.
I mean, is there anything better than Valrhona chocolate? It is some of the best chocolate in the world. They're very particular about where their cacao comes from. They're very particular about how it's made. Just ask any baker.
Beautiful discs. I'm gonna chop these up into smaller pieces. I think it'll be nice to have pieces that are different sizes.
So Beth sent me some Nestle Toll House chocolate chips. I'm gonna reserve a quarter of a cup. Those are gonna go on top for a little styling secret later on. And to improve the flavor, we're gonna chop half a cup of these chocolate chips. It's when you get the little shards within the dough that amp up that flavor.
Perfect.
And that is all gonna go into our cookie dough. We're making chocolate chip cookies here. That's why I'm not chopping all of the chocolate chips, because you want some of them to still exist on their own.
This is gonna make the cookies terrific.
Now it's time for the butter, right? Isn't butter divinity? I mean, every cookie needs butter, right? So we're gonna take about 1 3/4 sticks of unsalted butter and we're gonna brown it. So you could throw the butter right into a mixer and whip it up with your sugar and cream it. Plenty of recipes call for it. There's nothing wrong with that. We're just taking that extra step to give the guests that moment of, oh.
So far, this is pretty similar to my cookies, except the butter is very, very cold.
The butter and eggs are actually cold when they go into the dough. This is gonna help almost create like a laminated effect and give you more of the layers in the cookie versus a cakey cookie.
Usually I use room temperature butter. This butter is very cold and it's making everything come together.
I'm calling it. That's where I want her to be, all right? And then we're just gonna add it to a bowl here and you will be able to see all the brown bits at the bottom of the bowl. Oh, look at that. We'll let this cool completely, and just to amp up the flavor, salt.
Thankfully, I have an electric mixer. This would be hard to mix by hand.
See all those brown bits? Oh, don't waste one drop of that. Those are the milk solids that have browned and gotten toasty and nutty and caramely and all the good stuff. Then we have 3/4 of a cup of light brown sugar. Then just a half a cup of granulated sugar. Down we go. We are just gonna let this go for about maybe 1 to 2 minutes.
Gonna add my eggs.
2 eggs, one at a time. Wait for it. Look how that suddenly, I mean, it comes together. There's the second one, and 1 egg yolk. And it goes. So this will add a little bit of richness without making it greasy, and also add that moisture.
And my vanilla. This should loosen it up. That looks pretty good. Gonna add our dry ingredients now.
You'll remember the toasted flour. In she goes.
I'm gonna add this in 2 batches, and I'm only gonna just mix it until it comes together. Start this out slow so I'm not wearing it.
And just bringing it together.
The rest of the flour. That went over.
Perfect.
Add my brittle and my chocolate.
Last but not least, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And we are just gonna pulse that.
And now Rose said we should freeze the batter.
Because you have this really high fat butter, you're gonna wanna freeze your dough for at least an hour. Because when you have a really high fat butter like that and you put it into a hot oven, you don't want it to spread really fast.
A little bit of saltiness with chocolate. Oh, it's just heavenly. Off to the freezer.
So we are not gonna scoop this right away. Instead, we're gonna cover it with some cling film and refrigerate it for about 2 hours, just to let the flavors mingle, then we'll scoop and bake.
It's been an hour. These are my icy cold frozen chocolate chip cookies.
Our dough has been in the fridge for about 2 hours. Beautiful. We wanted to hold its shape a little bit. So the secret is an ice cream scoop. That simple little gadget can help give you the perfect cookie shape. Once we get these all scooped out, we're gonna press them down just ever so slightly. You can use the back of a measuring spoon, a glass. That 1/4 cup of chocolate chips that you saved before, you're gonna use them now. And just push a couple of them right on top. And there's no doubt that these are beautiful, delicious chocolate chip cookies. One last cookie after this guy, and then into the oven. I cook them one tray at a time in the middle rack, just because then they have even cooking time. So one at a time, 10 minutes, and I'll get to work on the second tray.
I'm gonna put it into the oven, and after 10 minutes, I'm gonna turn it just to make sure that everything cooks evenly.
Keep an eye on the cookies as they bake during those 10 minutes. Your oven might be inconsistent in spots. It's not a big deal. Just rotate the tray. If you see one side browning a little bit faster than the other, spin it around, give her a trip around the world, let her go the extra 5 minutes.
Look at that. These are spectacular.
And now, we get to wait for 5 minutes. The reason for that is to let them finish carryover cooking a little bit. They're gonna take that residual heat from the tray and they're gonna finish into gooey perfection.
They looked like baseballs before, and now they're just beautiful cookies. Time to move them to the cooling rack. They feel heavy.
Just to let them cool completely. Move them over to a wire rack, if you can let them cool completely. Oh, I don't know if I can wait.
I'm gonna put these on a beautiful plate and see what Chef Lish thinks.
So the cookies have now cooled completely. And if you can actually transfer them to a serving plate, this is the time to do it.
My cookies are cooled. I'm gonna put this on a nice plate, stack this beautifully for Chef Lish.
I'm a shingle kind of gal. I like the shingle effect. Circles are nice.
They smell heavenly. Look at the salt on top. That's beautiful.
So there you have it. That's my take on Beth's chocolate chip cookie recipe. Nutty, toasty, and delicious.
Look at these beautiful, dark chocolate macadamia nut brittle cookies. I can't wait to eat these. Lish!
Oh my goodness.
How are you?
In real life.
They're so nice to meet you. Ooh la la!
Wow, look at you, huh?
Yours is spectacular. $108, $14, you can definitely tell. This is an amazing presentation.
I can't wait for you to try this. These have brown butter, and I toast the flour, so it's trying to build the flavors like you kind of did with this, with the fancy ingredients, but with a little simpler ingredients.
I want to taste the salt.
Uh-huh. It's so good.
I would love for you to eat my cookie first.
It would be an absolute pleasure. Oh, gotta get a little piece of that brittle in there.
Good.
That is the X-rated macadamia nut cookie.
The brittle is spectacular.
Delicious.
And the way it glistens.
So freaking delicious. And the little pop of salt, the texture is perfect. You baked it absolutely perfectly.
Thank you.
You did such a good job. All right, you gotta get in there.
Oh, thank you.
Please.
I want to get the macadamia nut too.
You can taste the butter. The chocolate is so luscious and rich.
Oh my goodness.
I kind of want to cry a little bit.
They're heaven. They're worth every dollar.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
I think somebody might need some milk. I think that we have a little something here for you. How's that?
Thank you, darling.
Of course. Cheers.
We've got a dunk.
Absolutely have to dunk. Oh yeah. That's the move right there.
It's so soft. It's still warm, so
Oh my
it's
god.
melty and rich and
Amazing. So I think that it's time for you to try the simplified version.
let's see. It doesn't crack like mine, but
Okay. It's still a little soft, yep.
it's very tasty, but it's not mine.
I get it.
Come on, you gotta try it.
All right, I'll dive in. You gotta do a little dunk. Nice, soft texture.
That's the cookie.
That is the winner.
That's the cookie.
You beat me, you win.
Delicious. Really, really good.
Excellent. I'm so happy that you were successful and that you're happy with everything.
I'm just so happy to be here with you.
I know. Such a pleasure.
This is so much fun, isn't it?
I know, right?
It's the greatest.
This is our life. Can you believe it?
Who's luckier than us?
I know, no one.
No one, for sure.